Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we have here,
I am Greg
And-
LaPrest.
he got second place at the Gen Con Regional playing
Roy Mustang.
How was the deck?
mirror.
Yeah. How was the deck?
It played really well. I think it's actually quite good into the field right now. It kind of just kills stuff. It's the same like a Squad Zero, right? But it's on attack. So if anyone doesn't answer your Mustang or doesn't answer the reasons, then you drop a new Mustang. You just kind of get to clear board repeatedly for free, and you end up just being like kind of a bit of rushy, kind of aggro them out in the life. And then we've got a lot of good closing impact stuff to go. You just go handless, swing 2 or 3 impacts, and you just win the game usually.
Awesome, man. How was your matchups?
So I played 2 Squad Zeros, which unfortunately both bricked. So it was a just full brick. They did not draw 0 till the game-winning turn, essentially. Those were unfun games for both of us. I do always feel bad when people brick. My other matchups, I actually played quite a bit of Full Metal today. I played the Edward Brothers deck. I ended up just kind of getting a little bit of a god hand on that game and just kind of ran over it. I also played the Bradley deck, which was a very cool game. We both kind of bricked, we both mulliganed, we both drew into weird hands. I had all raids and no 2 energy. I had to dig 24 cards deep into my deck to find the first 2 energy. All 4 Riza 2 energies were in my life. That was a crazy game. He had all kill spells, only zeros, didn't see a Bradley the whole game.
Wow.
Super weird game.
Wow.
So other than the Full Metal games, I would need to check my records.
Was there any
those were the
bad
ones
matchups
stood out.
that you had trouble with?
Not really. I think the other games were mostly... Oh, Nanami, sorry. I did play a Nanami game. That deck is actually really scary. He can do the no attacking on my Mustangs. Felt terrible. He was just like getting the ticking time bomb right. I'm forced to take a bit of life. And then if he drops like 2 Nanamis in a turn or something, I usually would probably lose. Luckily for me, I'd already seen all the Bankai equivalents for Jiu-Jitsu and didn't have the double Nanami turn to close it out, and I closed it out with my Mustang.
Nice. Well, great job, man. Congratulations, and let's see that list.
All right. We got the really typical raid targets here, 4 of each. 4 of each there. My funny card, I guess, is I am playing the Hayate. Most people are playing the other 0 that draw ditches. I specifically like playing the Hayate because it's A, active. I think the other one is as well. But it does look at more cards, and all my like kind of ones are Rizas because I'm playing a little higher count on the 1-drop Riza. So it does usually fix early game problems if I run into like I need a bridge 2 or I need a bridge to get to 3, right? To get 3 energy, and that's the big number you want in this deck because you then can play down the Hughes or the 2-drop energies. Or the 2 energy cards basically, because you need that to get the Mustang, and Mustang is the deck, right? So that's why I like this card. I do totally see the other reason to play the other one. It's a bigger number, I think it's the same trigger. But I just like seeing more cards because the deck goes through a lot of cards with the Riza Raid, so you kind of get more information early. You can kind of guess what's in your life a little bit easier. You kind of know where your Mustangs are possibly. If you bottomed one, you're like, oh, I'm playing with 3 this game, or oh, I need to dig really deep this game, kind of thing. So yeah, the next card is the 1-drop Riza. I think you should be playing this card. The ratio might be a little different, but definitely a good card. You get to scry things, you get to skip cards you don't want. Good bridge card. Definitely want to play a lot of 1s since I'm playing a low count of 0s. The null impact starter deck, Mustang, great card. You need more Mustangs in the deck, and this is an early one, and it bridges you to the 3 energy margin. This card is sick. This card says draw 3 cards 90% of the time I play it, which is a lot of cards for 1 AP. It has a good trigger. It's a draw card trigger, so not terrible to run for no trigger or anything like that. Worst case, you get stuck on 2 energy, you play it to draw 2 cards. You get to do it after you would have had to AP draw, which is nice. So it's just a great little bridge card. I think the other list was also playing basically 2 as well. 2-drop Mustang, no trigger, so I don't like running a lot of it. I'm just playing 1 of each art because I like the arts. And great card goes with the Mustang raid. Extra little guy you can raid on. He negs, and then he's a 3K, so 3Ks are solid early. Prevent rush strategies. This is probably another weird card. I'm not running the 0-drop draw ditch, so I run the 2-drop draw ditch. I don't really like getting stuck in the game, right? It feels really bad to brick. Also an active trigger. Active's a great trigger. I just run 2 of them. Kind of just a bridger. Next we got the 4 of color. Definitely always playing that. It is a 2 energy as well. You definitely need to get to 5 in this game, in this deck. My 4 State Alchemist, which obviously, sure, always play those. They feel really good in this deck because you draw a lot of cards. Speaking of drawing cards, this card is insane. It does have no trigger, which is the downside, but it just says draw a card. It's a 2 energy, you need it, it's a raid target. Why would you not play this card? Anyways, we'll continue. I am playing a little short on this. I am only playing 2. I only have 2 full arts, so that's why I'm only running 2. I probably would be running 3, but here we are. This card's cool. It's really sick when you have double Mustang on the board, the raid one, because you can Mustang and then draw in between and then Mustang again if they have like a full board or something to remove 2 things. Really sick card. You also go handless a lot, so kind of fixes that issue. Raid Riza, not much to say. It is just a good complement to Mustang, as you want lower BPs to kill, since you don't have to ditch as many cards. It lets you keep your hand high and keep repeatedly removing BP from things. It can sometimes be the difference between just clearing a board or not. Great raid. Also scries and lets you top check. This card is also sick. It's another active swing, and if you're playing against a slower deck that doesn't take your life super early, it gives you card advantage in exchange for that active swing, which is really cool. It's also another impact to close out the game. I do find you sometimes need to close out games against certain decks that just kind of flood board. Like obviously the Bleach matchup kind of does that late game if you didn't have a good early game. So getting through, you can usually pop the Ichigo and then get through with 2 impacts that turn to finish out the game if they're at 2 life. So 2 life is always the number I aim for to close out the game before that. Then we've got the standard 4 kills. Don't think there's no reason to not play that, and my 4 Mustangs as well. He is the guy, right? I opened double Mustang in case I got the shiny AP and the shiny 2-star, and that is why I played this deck at this regional, and it did really well. I think it was rewarding. He is such a cool card. If he stays on the board, he does so much value.
Nice. All right, man. Well, congratulations. You did great. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my store, Black Vault. We play in Michigan. We have a pretty good crowd. We also do Weiss, so if you're interested in any of the anime card games that are pretty popular, definitely check us out if
Awesome,
you're in
man.
the area.
Yeah, I'll put it on the description below, so I'll tag you guys so you guys can go there.
Appreciate it.
All right.
My
Later.
store will definitely appreciate that.